Yeah, well, no, I already asked you about Taoism the other day, so never mind. You can read Chinese, right?
That's
Who,
racist.
me?
Yeah, can you read Chinese?
Yes, completely fluent.
Okay, yeah, because there's so I've been reading the Daodejing, and there's some chapters that have multiple interpretations, and I just like, and they have like the
Is it about Taoism?
yeah, but it's written. It's more about the different. So they have the Chinese characters, but then there's the there's different ways to interpret it.
Simplified
So I just
or
wanted
the
your
traditional?
yeah. So I wanted your opinion since you're
Oh
fluent in
yeah,
both.
ancient
Like
China, Chinese language is they're like masters of able to make certain wording have multiple interpretations.
right, there's like six or seven different translations of like this one chapter, and I just wanted your opinion as like a third party. Like, what's your opinion about these different translations and what these characters could mean, and just I just thought it'd be interesting to get your interpretation since you speak fluent Chinese.
How long of a passage are we talking about?
It's well, if you go to my shitpost room, or it might be the jazz lounge. It's chapter 61 of the Tao Te Ching, which is it's got like because it talks about the feminine, but some interpretations basically refer to it as the like the yin and the yang. Like it's not literally talking about women, but then some interpretations interpret it as literal women. So I just wanted your opinion.
What jazz lounge? I don't see any
Oh, you have to be a
channel room.
ten. You have to be a $10 donator.
Oh, and which you said it's a chapter? Was it posted in the?
I'll give you a link. It's basically the All right, so we're not even defending the point. All right,
Hey,
well,
TFM.
hold on, I
TFM?
might die. Hold on, I might die. Trying to not die. Oh man, look at that! Fucking three. Oh, I'm dead. Something hit me from behind. I was like, I had 3 hit points, but I killed the Scrake, and then a little regular zombie hit me from behind and killed me.
Oh, damn. How
Sad.
well do I sound?
You sound fine.
Okay, I'm using
I
my
mean,
old Xbox headset.
Even in English, you have multiple meanings in like books and stuff. So I mean, there's not really a lot you
Right.
can do about it. It's like the woman tasted like a sweet flower. So yeah,
I have
and
a
then
lot
the
of
pearl
issues with
flower.
that.
A lot of issues with what?
If I read a book and I see this word, I'll look it up on like Oxford Dictionary, and the word has like 7 meanings, and I'm like, oh god, what the hell does this mean?
Well,
Just
that's a
use the
problem. So if you speak the fluent language, you understand the different nuances and contexts. But when you translate it, the especially if it's not a perfect translation, like uh, you have like the Romantic languages and the Germanic languages, and you can basically do a perfect translation. Like English is a Germanic language. You could translate German to English perfectly because they're both Germanic languages. They have equivalent words, so it's literally just a. You could throw a German sentence into Google Translate; it'll be perfectly legible when it comes out the other
Same
side
with
because they're
Dutch.
both right. So, but the problem is once you get into Romantic languages, sometimes some of the context is lost, like French or Spanish, and
That's
then when you get
why.
into Chinese, that's completely fucking alien to Romantic and Germanic. Like it's completely different. So there's a lot of context that is up to the translator. So when you're translating from Chinese to English, the way you interpret the thing, you're going to have to put that in specific words to get that point across. So what's funny is if you look at the translations for chapter 61 of the Tao Te Ching, there are some of them that are only 3 sentences long, and there's some that are 4 paragraphs long. And it's the same chapter. So some people were translating it and actually translated it like in this crazy kind of way to try to make sure that the definite point was made, and some of them like just did a direct translation and said fuck it, like which is right, which is wrong. It's just it's like that's what happens when you do translations.
Yep, here I typed the example right in Chinese. It even uses online a joke or meme. It says that this one phrase it can be interpreted to those four different meaning depends on how you look at the context. And it can be joked that this is the same sentence you can describe yourself when you're whether in love or broken up or lusting after someone or going MGTOW. The first two character means like or love. The third one means previous up, or it can be the prefix preposition of, and then the last three characters are one person or someone. So in the chat, I just typed it there. The chat, we're well aware of how the language can be easily interpreted in different ways, and this is even a joke online about it.
It's just
Are
like
you
the way women
Chinese,
use the word
George?
love.
It's not well. That's again. That's another thing. So Germanic languages have the word love, but like Greek had different types of love that are actually more accurate. Now the beautiful thing about English is English transliterates a lot of words into English that are from other languages, which is a good thing. That means we can, if we have an idea that we don't have in English, we'll just take the word, add it to our language, and use it like it's no big deal. Not a lot of languages do that.
I think that's
Well, actually, you know what's funny? I was
love,
watching. Well, you know what's funny? I was watching Space Dandy because someone recommended it because it's from the maker of Cowboy Bebop. So I don't, have anyone seen Space Dandy?
I don't think I've ever heard of that. I don't know.
Okay.
Tell me. I might know it if you tell me.
All right, so Space Dandy is an anime that's a cross between Rick and Morty and Johnny Bravo.
Really?
If that piques your interest.
I've seen it. I've seen all of it.
Anyway, so what's funny? So I was watching the sub version, so it's all in Japanese. There's no, I guess there's no Japanese word for boobies because there's this restaurant called Boobies that he likes to go to where it's like Hooters, it's like space Hooters. So he likes
Makes
to go
sense.
to Boobies, but he'll be talking in Japanese and then he'll just go boobies and then blah, 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 a bunch of Japanese and then boobies, and it's like he says boobies in English because there's like
It's
no,
the
I guess there's
restaurant
no,
name.
And
right,
I
but
think
I don't think it's
opai
funny.
means a woman's breast in Japanese.
Actually,
I
sounds
think
like a
it's
cool
more
restaurant.
of a-
Opie.
It's more of an
Opai.
it's more of an
Alright, I'm done.
informal way of describing female breasts.
All right, I'm done. I just quit. The
It's
game.
most
I'm done.
certainly it's not a scientific biological term for it.
Like female and woman.
But see, what's interesting is you
Hey,
have
hey.
shit like Sonic the Hedgehog. Like, it's quite clear that they came up with Sonic the Hedgehog in English before they did it in Japanese. Or am I?
Right, two people who know Chinese. Japanese, it's kind of like a blend of Chinese and some elements of Western and English as well. In Japanese language, they're a lot more prone to just simply use Romanji direct transliteration of a Western term or language than Chinese would do.
No, but I'm thinking like ever since like Astro Boy and after the Japanese lost World War II is only that time do we see like a huge influx of Western culture and art coming into Japan.
Right, because after World War II, they demilitarized and they basically served as an outpost base for the America to keep an eye out on communism in China, which they ironically helped create and let them take power by invading China and messing it all up terribly. So that's also part of why a lot of this massive hatred, anti-Japanese sentiment in China, because they did all that and they kind of just got away scot-free. And then they suddenly all buddy allied with the West almost right after World War II and all that Pearl Harbor attack and crap.
Yep. Well, the reason it was actually because of the communist revolution in China. So there were war crimes courts going on, but then when the bamboo curtain fell, America suddenly needed an ally in Asia.
Exactly, because Japan already a lot more westernized than other Asian country in terms of some culture and also especially technology, and it was just the easiest to go to.
Okay, here. I'm gonna post. This is the link from the Jazz Lounge. I'm gonna post it in the main chat. So this is the Daodejing, and it's got different translations you can pull up. There's another website that actually has the Chinese characters. I prefer the Stephen Mitchell translation, but there are 7 translations on this website. If you look up, Daodejing, I'm sure you can get one that has the actual Chinese characters.
So you just want me my take on chapter
Yeah,
61? Chapter
yeah, I just
61?
Yep, that's it. I just want your opinion. Let me find one that actually has the Chinese characters though. There was a website
I
I
can
was on.
probably look that up. Let me see. I just had to search the book's name in Chinese, and then